triad in multiple locations, being the jungles and the not jungles, just temperate climate area, Kintargo, Ravenel. So you've just returned there. You've come and told the council. They are alarmingly indifferent to what you've told them. I mean, they are glad to hear that, a threat is taken care of, but they don't seem to be putting the connection together. You seem to have developed a bit of a reputation, having basically become the masters of these goblins up at the abandoned citadel, and then talking about elf portals to fancy places, and you're becoming something of an eccentric lot, as they say. But they're glad to see you because, of course, you are spending coin, which leads me to my first, or our first kind of housekeeping point. So, in going over and thinking about like what we have done, and like, obviously this game is where we, I guess, started with trying to learn how to do things or whatever. So the crafting and the upgrading of runes and things, I think we've been kind of mixing up and goofing up two systems that are independent of one another. So, and I don't know if this is like necessarily how other people do it, but we've been having where you guys are just buying the rune stones, right, with the rune on it. So you should be able, or a crafter, a person who has crafting, which we've already settled that issue, we're using Tharok in this game. You should be able to take that rune stone and transfer it over for free, because it's a transfer from a rune stone. But the chart that we first started looking at and using is a little different. And the way I understand it, that chart, okay, is if you have the formula for a rune and you want to simply upgrade the rune that is on your weapon by, doing your hocus pocus rune etching, crafting right on top of that rune. Now, what I don't know, nor do I care to research, is that if in the rune transferring process you are, well, let's say disallowed from doing that, first of all, right? If a weapon has a rune, you can't just transfer over top of it. Seems silly and arbitrary, but I could see why maybe they don't let you do that. The other question that you might have, or we could have possibly in that situation, is, well, if I'm transferring it, that means that the other one is coming back to the runestone, right? Maybe, but we've not been playing it that way, and I don't intend to start doing that so that, you save 100 gold or 200, or, suck my dick. We're not doing that. Okay? So, yes, I know where the page is. Jesus Christ. Are you linking that for everyone else? Thank you.
Yeah, not linking that for you, just so everyone else knows what's going on here.
Yes. Well, and that's why I say, I doubt that any of you really care to go too deep on it, because, I mean, I think we well established, like, crafting in TTRPGs is cool. It's a cool concept or whatever. I don't really give a shit about it, to be honest. I think it's more of like, if you guys want some crazy item, like we said, just put it out there in the zeitgeist, and then maybe it shows up in a chest or in the corner of a dark cave that you go exploring, right? Which serves two purposes, because then it encourages you guys to do more than just, okay, I'm in this room and I perception check and it's that, okay, I didn't see nothing, I'm go. Maybe you're gonna say, hey, I'm over here in this corner, I want to dig, I think there's something here, and then, oh yeah, you find a little pouch and it has a fucking, what was the wizardry ring, right? That kind of a thing, right? Because, like, otherwise, I don't really give a shit to learn all the ins and outs of crafting, and then then you have to find the materials, and it's just, I'm not really in it for that kind of a you know, that part of it, I don't really give a shit too much about role playing. I don't know how you all feel, but I think we're kind of all on the same page.
I mean, that seems like the kind of thing where you could spend
Yeah.
2 whole sessions just trying to, upgrade your
Right.
sword.
Now, to that end, right? So with the transfer, and correct me if I'm wrong here, it's essentially what we've been doing, except you don't have to pay. So that little, like you told me, Chesty, you were like, all right, I want to do the striking and it's 900, or the striking and it's 1,000, and I want to do the other one and it's 900, whatever it was, right? So yes, if you're like etching it or whatever, you're upgrading it through your crafting and shit. But like if you're just buying it, right, the cost is essentially the same. The cost of the +2 weapon potency is 935. The cost of the greater striking is 1065. So it's like the cost is essentially the same. But then the rolls I have here, if you guys want to know them before you attempt it and all that. But I know that was kind of like a bird shot of information. Does anybody have a question about that, or that didn't make sense, or you love crafting and want to stick up for TTRPG crafting?
Nope, I'm all good.
Okay,
So
so if we have a rune, is what you're saying? We can just like stick it on ourselves. Is that
Okay, no, that's not what I said.
Oh,
Yeah, basically the opposite of that.
okay.
Yeah, no shit. Turn off Diablo 4.
Okay, so we have a rune, right? And if we want to get it on the armor.
The transfer process for runes is free from a rune stone, but you have to purchase the rune stone still. Yes.
Okay, right.
And you still have to, and there's still a roll to see if the transformation is correct. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I did have a question about rolls because I'm looking at the upgrading table and it doesn't mention rolling during upgrading. Is that something that has to be done, or do you just pay the money and boom, your rune is already upgraded to +2 or whatever?
Well, we'll go back up to the top, and you'll find where. So what you're talking about, let's see, DC of the crafting check is the item level, yeah. Yeah, the upgrade room 7 somewhere in the each step. I mean, maybe that is some kind of difference with it, but that means you would have had to have crafted the formula, which is because where did you get the formula from? You see,
and that's the thing too about the upgrading. It doesn't really give any details on that either. Like the runes are already on the weapon, and here's what it costs to upgrade them, but it doesn't, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't actually list the actual upgrade procedure.
Well, it says, and I know though, etching a stronger rune. So it's talking about etching. So that's when you have to go back up to the etching process and read right there where it says, etching a rune on an item follows the same process as using the craft activity to make an item. Must be able to craft magic items, have the formula, have the item that you're adding the rune to in your possession. So to do this process of upgrading, you have to have the formula, must be able to craft magic items, have the item you're adding in your possession, and meet any special craft requirements. And then you roll like you would if you were going to etch it.
All right, so where do we acquire the formulas? Are they something we just buy like we would a rune stone, or how's that work?
Well, you make them. That's what I'm saying. This is all going further and further deeper back into the crafting, because the same is true with rune stones, right? Rune stones allow you to, you can make a rune, you can get a blank rune stone and etch onto that if you want to just like hold the thing for later. But like where you make the formulas from is, I mean, that just goes down into the crafting rabbit hole. and you have to get all the components that's needed for whatever ones that they are, and yeah. So that's what I say.
But
We should keep it simple.
yeah, I mean, that definitely.
I mean,
makes things a lot more
the
complicated.
simplest answer is if you wanted a formula for to know how to create a shock rune, you would disassemble, you would reverse a shock rune. You would get a hold of a shock rune, and then there's a exploration activity that takes like a week or whatever, and you reverse engineer it, and now you know that formula. That's true for any object. You can, if you are a crafting person and you have the crafting skills, right, you can spend some anointed amount of time to reverse engineer it, disassemble it, and then you know that formula. Does that make sense?
Right. But you would really only do that if you wanted to know how to churn out shock runes anytime you wanted. If you just
Right.
wanted a one-time thing, you've already got the shock rune.
Right. And so the thing though is, right, it's slightly, well, so let me put it this way. Let's say you're out in the field and you face a foe like you faced in Outlaws and y'all ran away, but you couldn't run all the way back to home base, right? But you could run to a place where you could stop and rest for potentially a week. You could whip up a formula and swap it to your rune and upgrade it if you had like the gold or whatever. You see what I'm saying? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
That's like a scenario I could think of where that makes sense to have it in the field. But we have been playing on a much more like, you know, portal home type basis in between, you know, extreme encounters and things. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, I mean, we've always, you know, gone back to one town or another.
Right. And so I think that's an aspect of it that we discount or we don't think about, is like, what if you were out in the field and you wanted to do what you're wanting to do right now?
Right.
Yeah.
Partly because none of us invested in crafting.
Right. Well, and partly just because, you know, I don't know, I mean, the whole bit through the jungle was a long time in the wilderness, but I didn't really inflict any like wilderness. I mean, we are inexperienced overland travelers, I would say, right? Insofar as like I didn't throw any like crazy curveballs really at you, and you guys didn't do much more than just march straight ahead, you know, and maybe scout a little bit, right? So anybody else? We all clear? Everybody good?
I think so. Yeah.
I mean, you know, we're all, I think, trying to thread the needle between not immersive and
Immersive, like we're not.
Tedium.
yeah, right.
We got to like find a balance between the two, and that's like I think we've done a good job of that.
But then that also goes into, and this is, I didn't look this up because I got started a little bit later than I wanted to, but early on, you know, and this is when I realized, okay, generally kind of frowned upon to have an item that is, you know, far above your level, right? So like for you guys, it wouldn't make much sense if you had like a item level 20 axe or something, right? That's not balanced or whatnot. The same is true with like kind of our balance. I forget what so it's a generous number. It's like 15 or something. But as far as like the number of magical items, right, that you can have invested and all that kind of thing, I remember looking at that early on because we had kind of screwed the pooch on our economy. This was way before you guys joined. They had like level 5, 4 and 5 shit at like level 1 and all that kind of stuff. So, having said that, yeah, go ahead.
You could also consider like the automatic upgrade progression or whatever. That's another variant rule or whatever they use.
Oh
You talking
yeah.
about
Automatic bonus progression. Instead
It
of going,
kind of gets
basically
rid
it
of.
takes out the crafting. So if you go by the automatic bonus progression, there's like a chart, and at every level you just like right now it says level 12. You get
because that's what this game
defense
needs.
potency +2 goes up. It's so that you
That's
don't have to like,
what
worry
that's
about
what
treasuring
that's
and buying shit.
yeah. Well, I mean that's essentially what we're doing, right?
Yeah.
I mean, Paizo just tries to think of every fucking crazy homebrew situation and write a rule for it. Yes.
Yeah. We're kind of doing our own thing that's similar to that, but
I mean, we just put it all on the rock and letting me roll it.
Yeah.
Just hope
All right.
the mods are on for us for the dice roll.
Yes. So, top of my list is where you at? What's your name? Derwin.
Yeah.
You said a +2 potency and shock on a hammer of some kind. Which
Yeah.
hammer is this?
My storm hammer. My strike +1 striking storm hammer.
Okay, so the +2 potency to buy the rune is
I
not
already have the rune.
okay. So
Am I
you already
correct?
have the rune. So the roll is a DC 27.
Okay.
And let's see if he makes it. And I did put his point from leveling up into intelligence, like so he's crafting. All right, so that's a make. And where's it at? There it goes. Pop. All right. And then the shock rune. Do you have one of those?
No, I would like to buy one and add it to my hammer.
Okay, so that bad boy is 500 bones, and it's a DC 24.
Okay.
Ought to be pretty easy for him. Ooh. Now wait, did this weapon so you can't change that about this weapon because this is an innate quality of it.
Okay, then I will buy a warhammer and then add all that to it.
Okay.
Alright.
Yeah, this is your hammer there is a magic item, a storm hammer. So you want a what kind of war hammer?
Yes, that's one-handed. That's pretty much what it is, and I'm just going to add everything instead of having a.
Well, so there are light hammers. Let's see. There's actual hammers. Long hammer. That is a two-handed weapon.
Oh.
I don't see a one-handed hammer. Gnome hooked hammer. It's a gnome tool. Yeah, there you go. It's uncommon though. And there's not a lot of gnomes around here in Breach Hill.
I see a warhammer right here. Does 1d8 bludgeoning. Got this.
Alright, got it. This is just a common weapon. All right. Are you also, do you want to add a striking rune to this?
Yes, I would have taken the striking rune from the storm hammer then.
Okay, that's
Yep, it'll be roll. Right?
well, so it's gonna be, what's 10% of its price? Because you're not transferring it from a runestone now. So what do you have on there? Just normal striking?
Yeah.
So it's a whopping 7 gold, and it's gonna be, oh, that's a baby one. It's only a DC 19. That's a gimme.
Can't do the +2 striking until next. Oh, no, this level. No.
Are you wanting to buy greater striking rune?
Yes. I didn't realize it's level 12.
Yeah, I mean, we all noticed. All right, so that's 1,065. Do you want to buy
Yep.
it?
Yeah.
And it's a DC 30 to apply it.
Alright. There we go.
All right. All right. Do you want to do this other stuff to your armor?
Yes, please. I want to replace my +1 potency to +2, and that will allow me to add another rune, which should be the swallow spike rune.
All right. So for the armor potency is 28, DC 28. Oof. You just failed though.
I will use the hero point for that.
I don't think anything bad happens to you on just a regular failure. Let's see. It'd be the same thing as what happens on a failed crafting check. I'll have that pulled up. So it's nothing. You can just try
Okay.
again. It's only a critical failure, really, that'll mess you up. I mean, the hardness of the item should be messed up.
I will use that hero point.
All right.
You're fucking kidding me. Let's see that one then. Alright, there we go.
Right. And so the other one is 200 and it's a DC 22, which that's a gimme for him. So there it is. Okay. And then you wanted 4 potions? 5 potions.
I will take 8 potions of moderate.
8. Okay. That's
It'll leave me
400
1,000
gold.
gold. Yeah.
How much do moderates cost?
50.
Okay.
We can't get greater until 13 or 14.
All right. So, Drez, what rapier did you want to put your thing on here?
Just the one that's there in my weapons. I want to, if I can, change the +1, upgrade it to a +2.
Okay. You don't have it, right? You need to buy the rune.
Well, is that how it works on the upgrading? Because it just says, it's already on the thing. Here's what it costs to upgrade it. Is that the cost?
Okay. Yeah. So what you're looking at with the upgrading, if you want to see where that works, you got to go all the way up to the etching process. So if you would still pay the same amount of money, because you would have to have had the stuff to craft the thing, and the level that this is essentially, it's the little bit of gold difference between the price of buying and then the price of upgrade. So it's the same exact process, it's just from 2 different ways. So you either would have to have the formula to do the upgrade, or a rune stone to do a transfer, or another item with the same thing on it. It doesn't.
Well, I don't have any of that, so I'll have to buy the thing.
Yeah, but then transferring from a rune stone is free.
Gotcha. And those are things that we'd be likely to find in the shop, though, right? They're not so uncommon we wouldn't be able to get them.
Rune stones?
Yeah.
I mean, we've been selling them in the shop, so yeah.
Okay.
I don't know how other people do it, but that's another good point, because that's probably why the system is the way it is, because there's 4 of you guys, right? So I might say, well, this shop has 1 greater striking rune, or this shop has 3, whatever kind of rune, and so now as the party crafter, you might be the one that gets it and then reverse engineers it, and now you can make 4 of them. I mean, that's another reason we haven't really thought about like anything not being in supply, because I'm brand new DM, and from the very beginning I was like, here's the full list of everything that you can buy. And now, I mean, look at half of you guys go to fucking Nethys and just filter it on like, okay, what's the most expensive fucking item at this level or whatever, like you know what I'm saying though, right? You looking at Nethys and shit. So it's not like we've not RP'd the shops in a very and on purpose. I'm not saying we've done like some disservice to ourselves. I mean, at the very beginning, we wanted to just like leave it wide open, right? And let's try everything. So this is us still doing that, right? Just everything is available to you. Yes, within reason, commonly available.
In Abomination Vaults, what Bill did, he kind of did that through level wise. Like, because there was only 1 shop in the city.
Well, so to your point, I'm sure Bill is a genius with that, but he's probably done it more than I have.
Oh, yes. I'm not even disagreeing on that.
But we did once we realized, okay, we can't just have anything. Then the question is, what do you have? And that's what I was referring to earlier when we were talking about. We've never had like uncommon items really available to us in this campaign, because there's a table in the GMG that says, okay, at level 1, these are the items that you will find in shops. Now, what I was pointing out is most experienced guys like Bill probably would say, okay, this shop's got a little smattering of this and a little smattering of that, and not an unlimited supply, right?
Yeah.
Whereas what I did was like, I literally took a screenshot of the list, I think, at one point, and put it in the chat. It was like, these are the things that you can get. And then every time we leveled up, you know, I went and got the rest of the list and was like, these are the things that are available. Now, to the point about runes and stuff, they're in those lists. I mean, they tell you this many or this kind or this specific one. But then that belies the point that I just made about, are they available in infinite quantities? I mean, you just bought 10, how many? 10, 8 potions, moderate potions, like right off the rip. I mean, should that be available? I mean, you know.
It should be probably just enough for the whole party. If we're being honest,
Well,
yeah.
I'm not trying to answer. It's a rhetorical question.
Yeah. Sorry.
But yes, that's what I'm getting at. So, I mean, like I say, I'm just stating where we are. I'm not trying to solve an issue. I don't think we have an issue. I think the only issue is make sure we're all like in understanding of what we're kind of where we're at and what we're doing, because you know every time somebody reads the craft rules, you know, sideways on a Tuesday, then they feel differently about them.
It doesn't help that they didn't really write the crafting rules all that clearly to begin with.
Well, and that's what the treasure vault, you know, had some new bullshit that to change it or
tried
whatever.
to, and I think it sugar-coated it a little bit, but that was it.
I mean, here's my unvarnished opinion. Crafting does not jive with the modern RPG mindset, because crafting shit involves failing and fucking it up. I mean, have you guys ever made something like crafted a bookcase or a table, or I mean, you fuck up.
Oh, it looks like dog shit.
Well, okay, so if you kept at it and it wouldn't look like dog shit, but you would have a big pile of dog shit over in your trash bin, right? I mean, there's a reason wood shops have ample amount of scrap, right? I mean, you get what I'm saying. So that how does that jive with the modern RPG mindset where nobody dies and every character is the star of their own story? I mean, you know what I'm saying? Every character could be on the cover of the next manual that's coming out. Every character has 17,000 fucking magic items that have no story or connection to anything. They just found it on a dead goblin or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'm not knocking it. I'm just saying it doesn't fucking... Crafting does not... Long-term committed artisanship is not really abundant in, like, you know, TTRPG hitting, you know, just the way people hit. And, you know, we're playing within level 1 through 12 and that kind of a thing. So, anyway. But I would say, too, if you're really on top of your game and you know the adventure you're running and you're DMing well, you know, you're putting treasure in place that makes it where you guys aren't necessarily feeling the need to craft, but at the same time, you know, the modern RPG, you know, min-max and all this shit, I mean, you're gonna want this rune that does this and this specific thing kind of a stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah. So, having said that, you wanted to upgrade the striking to greater, or the potency you wanted to upgrade to 2, yes?
Yeah, and the striking to greater, and we'll see. I'd like to add a corrosive rune if I've got any money left over after we take care of the other things.
Okay, well, so this is essentially just to see, make sure he doesn't crit fail, obviously. He does not, so you go up here, and this guy was 935. Right, and then the next one is the greater striking, and that one's a DC 30.
Okay, well, I'll hero point that, I guess.
Fair enough.
Get your shit together, Throck.
He did.
Looks like he did.
He got real sober real quick.
Or do you get really drunk? He's more.
No, he's always really drunk.
He saved you 200 gold on the rune. He got a good deal. And then so I did those two on your sword. What was the other one you said?
I'd like to add a corrosive rune onto it now too.
Corrosive is what level?
Level 8, I believe. I think it's the same level as the shock runes.
Yep.
Okay, so that's a DC 24, and is it also 500? Also,
Yeah, it looks like it.
fair enough. This should be an easy one. Indeed, it is.
And I shall call it trippin' balls.
Okay. Anything else? Any other commerce to transact?
Can I get? Let me get just 3 of the moderate healing potions. I've got 1 in my bag already.
Mm-hmm. All right, done.
And that should be it for me. Thank you.
Okay. While you guys are here in Breach Hill, you can. So you elected, you said, to spend a week. So I would imagine you came here to Breach Hill, and you have been, well, obviously purchasing and getting Thurrock to do some rune snapping around for you. So that you probably had some travel back and forth to bring him those.
Would
Yep.
I be able to purchase those dragon or bloodline robes, or?
Yes, that is why I asked just a moment ago. That was
Yeah,
all the
I wasn't sure if
business we
someone else.
needed.
I wasn't sure if someone else was still going.
No,
or what.
I
was
was.
just
I
waiting.
meant
I
yes.
got into capacity, that's why I
Yeah.
didn't say anything.
No, I meant
I do need some stuff.
the rest of you. All right. Well, Vega, what you just want that robe?
Those dragon bloodline robe. I'll grab the name of it again. I just have it written down here.
That's literally the name of it. Bloodline robe.
Is it?
That's yeah. But that's it. Is what I'm asking.
No, I have one more thing too. If I can find it here. That one's uncommon. What's it called? Okay, I would like to get a tattoo. If I could get one of those, sun sight tattoo.
Okay. What is this a tattoo of?
Well, this one will be like dragon's eyes tattooed. Right on one on either side of one on either side of the back of his neck, I guess.
I don't see one called that. Is this like brand new? What is it?
It's just in Path Builder called Sun Sight Tattoo.
Did they tell you the source?
It does not.
It might be from an AP.
If you look on the bottom of it, it usually says AP or LO for Lost Omens.
Sun Sight is from Treasure Vaults, brand new. It's just called Sun Sight. Doesn't have tattoo in the title.
Okay.
Right? So you get your eyeballs tattooed.
Then 3 moderate potions, if we're still allowing more potions to be in this settlement.
You literally just bought something that didn't exist for 4 years when this settlement was crazy, but okay, sure. We'll worry about that. All right. Anything else from you?
I think that should be it for me.
All right. Neji.
Okay, I want to get a +2 potency rune on my my armor, and then I want to buy a new bag of holding and 3 moderate healing potions.
All right. Let's see.
This guy must have a bag of holding full of potions.
Are you
I
getting
mean,
one of the higher
if you want
capacity
to
bag of
keep being
holdings?
a smartass about it,
Oh,
I can
I'll
start
shut up. I
deleting
will shut up.
potions real quick,
Yeah, I'll shut
jackass.
No.
Like, we can my delete keyword. We can take care of that.
They probably got like a fridge at the counter full of potions, kind of like in grocery stores.
Yeah.
It's
sure.
the potion cooler.
The potion cooler. All right, so armor potency is going to be DC 28, and it's going to cost you 1,060 gold.
Yeah.
He is successful the first go. All right. So what else do you need?
Was it the tier 2 bag of holding? Whatever the next one up with that can hold 50. Is it 50?
Now those, I don't know, because you guys never bought. You guys didn't buy those here, right? That
Bag
was
of
from-
holding type 2. It's cost 300 gold for one.
Vega was the only one that bought one, I think.
Yeah, I do have a type 2 myself.
Well, yeah, that's because.
I bought that the last thing we had. I
Did
think.
you? Well, their original ones were all given. Yes.
Yeah, so just that type 2 bag of holding and 3 moderate healing potions, and that's it for me.
All right. It still has a limit. You guys need to watch how much you're shoving in there.
Yeah, I'll pay attention this time. Shit, last time was
Yeah.
bad. Went over hard.
Mary, sorry, I'm looking at my character sheet. I just want to make sure the wallow spikes were added to my armor. I just don't see it on there. I don't know if it's in the background.
Yes, they are on there.
Okay, cool.
All right. Any other business to conduct while you're in Breach Hill? Let's see. It has been 8 days, or 1 week. That's actually what I said. Look at that. Why is it not working? Here we go. All right, so now that you have finished carousing and drinking and purchasing and all that good stuff, you probably want to gather the labor for the Citadel. If you would like to continue putting together the Citadel, I was going to pull this page up here where we've been keeping track of it.
Yes, I believe we do, right?
Should we
Yeah.
be preparing anything for the Hell Knights that are marching on the Citadel? They
right.
sounded like they were pissed off.
So there should be a third thing that's completed here. You guys completed the battlements, repairing the battlements, rebuild the battlements was the last thing that y'all did.
What flavor were they?
Stone.
Odd flavor for a mint, but okay.
And as Dres does remind you all, you did get a missive of some ill intent when you returned here. that did not seem to be pleased that you had essentially given the lay of the place to a bunch of goblins. Here we go. We'll add this one. So it is currently the 30th of Gaussbrand. And on the, let's see. Yes, so that finished up just today, the battlements. So from the 12th of Gaussbrand till now, 47, 20, you guys rebuild the battlements. Completed. It's completed. Wild Sword. Alright. So what you have to do first is the administer. Somebody has to do that always. And that's what I was talking about here. But you can also
administer with intimidation.
You can administer, and then you can also do that second one while you're in town here. Organize labor. I think you had Tharok doing that too, though, because is it a crafting role? Let's see.
Yeah, I think we had Rock doing
No,
all
it's
the
diplomacy and stuff. Yeah.
Diplomacy, or I think you can use intimidation as well.
Or DC 18 for specialist. So you can decide what you want to do first, and it'll tell you like who you actually need. That would inform your rolling, looking for people.
I do have assurance intimidation to get us to 33 if that immediately makes us pass. What do you guys think?
I mean, I can roll too, right? But I got the super high diplomacy.
Well, fair enough.
We need to
will leave that
administer
to you
first.
guys.
Where's that fucking link? I
Yeah,
don't
let's
have
do
it
the
anymore.
administer.
Who's got the highest society?
Let me see.
16.
18.
I'm at 14.
All right, but it sounds like you've got the highest, but we could attempt to aid him as well. I've got
Yeah.
plus 17.
Oh, go right ahead.
All right, I will attempt to aid. Yes, I got a question mark.
All right. So who's rolling? All right. That is successful. You have successfully, let's see, with your aid, Drez, it is critically successful. So now the Citadel will function smoothly for the next month. And you will receive, anybody will receive, well, I guess it's supposed to be you, Vega. You will receive +2 circumstance to organizing labor.
Does that stack with the circumstance bonus if he tries to use deception or intimidation?
I mean, no, it wouldn't be additive, but he could use that instead of that, so he doesn't have the risks, because there's apparently risks.
Yeah, there
What's
are
the
risks.
DC? Because with the +2, and I have assurance and intimidation, that makes me 35 without even rolling.
It says
Yeah,
the
but
DC
that-
on the organized labor check is 13. Unless we're trying to organize specialists, and it's 18.
I think either way, I can't fail it.
Well, yeah, but you want to roll it so you crit it.
And I'll add a +2 then, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Right, it's just having trouble adding this +2. There we go. Well, I should have been blind, but still.
All right. So you guys can now organize labor for the full duration of what you want to do. And they're going to cost half, but what do you want to do?
What do you guys want to do here?
Organized labor, right?
Well,
we just did that.
labor, so now we got to use our organized labor
He's
to build
playing.
something.
He's in Diablo. Don't worry about him.
Okay, well, where's that? The list is on the website, right, Mary?
It should be pinned in our chat.
Okay.
I think is I forgot what we've done already.
It's at the top. You guys have made general repairs. That was first. That took 2 weeks. You repaired the crumbled walls. That took almost a month, just under. And then you've just rebuilt the battlements. That took pretty much almost exactly the time you were gone. Funny enough.
We could upgrade our defenses if we're worried about those guys coming.
We could.
40 days of work.
You could just clean. They're just coming over.
We could also build a workshop. Pick a room in Citadel Terran to serve as crafting area for a specific crafting skill. You can have multiple workshops, each devoted to its own skill. Use of a workshop grants +1 circumstance bonus to crafting checks, or +3 to checks associated with that workshop specialty.
I'd be done with that.
Sure.
What
like it
skill do
takes-
we want this workshop to
I will
20
say
days.
I'm more leaning to the cleaning the courtyard to kind of please the Hell Knights. But that's me.
Yeah, cleaning was the first one we did, I thought.
I do
You did.
recall.
Oh, we did already then.
Yeah, I do recall that. It's not listed here, but I do recall we cleaned before.
Or was that clear courtyard?
Yeah, it was one or the other. I don't know if he did
Oh,
both.
we have to do all three.
I mean, I think you just did the general repairs. Because, I mean, that's...
Oh,
I would have written
well,
it down
no.
if you did the clean activity.
We might have, because the cleaning has to be done before other repairs can begin.
Yeah, so there you go. But it's not a check, or it doesn't... You don't have to hire people. Yeah.
oh, okay.
Yeah, so that's like not a major one at all. Yeah, that's
So
fair.
yeah, I'm
So-
voting for workshop.
Yeah.
Sure. I think we're gonna have to talk our way out of the Helm Knight issue once they arrive, instead of fighting.
All right. Get ready then, because you're the highest diplomacy.
We only do one activity in here, or we have to do?
We could queue up a second one, right?
Like,
Yeah.
Just have to
cleaning
keep
takes
track of
8
how long
days.
it takes.
I mean, you can do... I think you could do them concurrently, yeah. I don't think there's any limit on it. You just have to pass the checks to do it, but...
Yeah, I think we should clean and do the build a workshop.
We've already cleaned though.
Yeah, cleaning's done.
Cleaning has to be done before anything else can be done.
Then clear courtyard, have we done that? Just like I said, try to make these guys when they get here not be all pissed off that we've destroyed their fort and have a bunch of...
Okay,
things
that
happening.
was a throwaway joke, dude. I was kidding. Are you gonna clean up for the fuck? No, come on, bro. Get the fuck out of here. They're pissed off about goblins living in there. If you're gonna do anything, kick all the goblins out.
This place was in much worse shape when the last Hell Knight was here.
No,
Except
but
for goblins,
that
just
was when we
the-
switched the map over from the busted ass one to the like cleaned up, right?
Yeah.
It's like the first thing. The only thing that you're kind of skipping over is rebuilding the stairs. I don't think y'all did that.
Oh, I think that's more important, right? That we have stairs.
Yes, I would say we should have stairs.
Why? You don't want to climb up a rope?
No, not really.
Well, but I've been letting you use those stairs, crumbled as they are. But
You have to pass regulations, man. Building code.
Oh, OSHA will not approve.
Okay, well,
that
if we can,
Yeah.
I was gonna say, if we can do multiple at the same time, that one only takes 8 days. So,
Well, it's 16 altogether. It takes 4, 4, and 8.
yeah, it does, doesn't it?
Yeah. And then,
Well, that's fine. That's still only 16 days.
oh. And it takes, let's see, hired stonemason and organized workers. So for 16, let's see, and it's going to be cut in half. So let's see. It's going to cost you a whopping 48 gold. It takes 16 days to fix the stairs. So it will be whatever the hell month is after it goes ran. I'm assuming, are there 30 days in a Golarian month?
32, I think.
Golarian calendar. Wait, where is the calendar? Hold on, I got the time controls, but not the calendar. Is it not on in this one? Maybe turn it on in this one.
Oh, with fucking around with Foundry this morning, I found out how to measure and turn the controller, like the measurements, so you can make turns.
Well, yeah, you hold control, right?
Yeah, I never knew that.
We literally say that every time. Come on.
I'll shut up now.
All right, so Desmith.
You guys are playing Diablo 4.
Desmith the 14th. He's playing Baldur's Gate, aren't you? Don't lie. All right, Desmith the 14th. Then this one. This
Looks like Drugan's playing Baldur's Gate.
Is he really?
He is.
No,
Oh, wow.
It's been a hell of a week.
How about
very
that?
distracting.
Well, Drew,
No, it's all good, man. See, that's why I say this. Was saying we're not. None of us are much for these like crafting sessions and things. So you guys have now, though, administered some labor. You're confident that this task will get done. You are well equipped and well rested. You have visited everyone you wanted to in Breach Hill. You've been back to the bookstore and noticed that without your management, it has done quite well. Other than that, if there's any other business you have to attend to in Breach Hill, now's the time. But you all seem to be of the mind that it is time to retire back to the Citadel, or question mark.
Well, we have the new gate key, portal key thing.
Yeah.
Well, here's my suggestion. We've been at this housekeeping for about an hour. How about we take a brief respite? Everyone gains a hero point for purchasing items heroically, and then you guys can make a plan while we're kind of taking a break here. And I'm gonna go, I guess, get some water, man. I ran out of coffee. That sucks.
Ooh, coffee would be good, but it's too late.
I know it is too late also, but
Sipping on an energy drink.
tea, warm tea. That's what I might go for. Or I might try to. Ooh, you ever use that Keurig thing?
Yeah,
You-
well,
that let-
it's
No, I
we
mean the
haven't had but
Keurig thing that lets you put just coffee grounds in it. It's like a little reusable pod.
Oh, my dad uses
I've
those.
seen those, yeah.
Yeah, I've got one, and I've got coffee somebody gave me, but I haven't fucked with it in a minute. All right, I'm gonna go fuck with it though. I'll pause it so the clock's not running. Feel free to take a break and/or take a break and discuss, and/or discuss and take a break heroically. Everybody gets a hero point.
Yay.
Thank you. I'll be BRB.
All right. Quick question before I quickly run to the washroom. Are we going to quickly wait for the Hell Knights to come here, or
Did they say when they were arriving? Was that mentioned?
I think they are arriving like in a couple days.
We might as well wait for them, play that out, and then head to the next portal. I think
Yeah.
we've taken care of everything, right?
Yeah, I think so. We've got stuff queued up. I think we're good.
Or Mary's just really fucking with us, and I'm.
I mean,
playing
it's
too hard at-
entirely possible that,
Yeah.
that may be the case. We'll just have to wait and see.
Yeah. All right, I'll be right back. I want to go see what damage just happened. My place. Be right back.
Chesty, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Have you switched to the orb build yet?
I haven't yet because I don't have the
Gravitation?
stuff I need. Yeah, I don't have it yet. I haven't gotten it to drop.
Oh, it's so good, man. You're gonna have fun with it.
I've got my eyes open for that one. I've got some stuff that boost the chain lightning a little bit, and it's still effective. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I think I hit 46 right before I logged off.
Oh, nice. I think I hit 80 before we started.
Just burning through it.
Dude, it's so fast. Like, just go on tier 4 and then run that build, and you can just like melt everything in like 1 second. Like, bosses die in 5 seconds.
Nice.
Pop your cooldown, and that's it. Game over. Yeah, this is getting nerfed next patch or next season for sure, or after the season is done.
Well, as long as they leave it for the rest of this season.
Yeah.
Just a heads up too, from here on out I've got teleport, so if we ever do get into crazy shit, if everyone gets close to me, we can get the fuck out of anywhere.
Is it like is there a max number of people you can bring?
I think 4 is the max.
Oh, it's perfect.
I can't wait to stab something with his rapier now.
Yeah, up to 4 willing creatures that I touch. So I don't have to touch all of you, but if we like make a chain, I think, from my understanding, we can do it.
Like at the end of Guardians.
We all hold
Everybody's holding hands, yeah.
Oh, Derek, what are you guys up to next weekend?
Tool. I want to watch Tool.
Oh, right, that's Sunday, right?
Yeah.
Nice.
Basically put Saturday out of probably not doing much.
Yeah. I think I'm helping my brother do a fence that weekend, and I'll probably swing over.
Yeah, we're here if you want to just come for some drinks or something.
Yeah. I need it this week. Grandma passed.
Yeah, I'm sorry, bro.
Yeah, no problem. She was a stubborn woman. She did not want to die at my uncle's place, so she got the hospital, and 5 minutes later, she's just like done.
How old was she?
73. She had terminal
Ooh.
cancer for about a year and a half, and
Ooh, young.
yeah,
All things considered.
yeah, she had breast cancer. Then it got into her lungs, and then just went all through. Where are you guys sitting for Tool? Are you guys sitting with Mo and everyone?
I think we're just kind of in front of Mo and over a section or two. We're in the 100 section, I believe.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, and I can teleport 100 miles. Jesus. Jesus, at level heightened to level 7, I can teleport 1,000 miles with 4 people.
All right,
Is there
go ahead
any-
there, Vanessa Carlton?
Is there any restriction on a teleport? Like you have to be able to clearly envision your destination, or say if we
Yeah.
wanted to break into a house in the middle of the night and clean out all its valuables, could
I have to
You
be
just-
able to identify the location precisely, meaning I have to have been there. And I have to know the area. Basically, I have to study an area, and I can teleport into it easily enough. But if not, then he
Gotcha.
can make me roll like a D100 and see if we come up like a mile away or some fucking thing. The larger the distance, the more chance.
Keep going into a random, or sorry, the same hotel room.
Yes, but if we could do that, if I memorize it long enough, he might even still give a chance that we could end up a distance from the intended destination roughly to equal 1% of the distance traveled. So if I'm traveling 100 miles, we could end up a mile away from our target if I don't know it well enough.
Well, it's not too bad as long as we don't end up, in a river or inside a wall or something like that.
It seems like you can't really do the inside the wall thing anymore. But if you did roll
I'm
like a 1
grateful
and a
for
D100, he could put us right in the fucking boss's chamber or something.
Can you imagine just total party wipe because you teleported inside a wall and everyone instantly suffocated?
Yeah, is there a roll involved for that spell, or no?
No, it's
Good.
up to the GM. It's up to the GM if I don't know the place. So if someone just mentioned this place to me and I'd never been there, I could try to do it, but then he would have to make some sort of percentage roll.
Yeah.
Pembroke never failed his roll in Glass Cannon, did he?
Well, that was 1E, so they actually
Yeah,
have specific rolling for that.
yeah,
This one doesn't
that
seem
was
to
all.
have specific.
I'm just trying to remember now.
They didn't fail it once. But there was only even in 1E, I believe there was only a 5 or 10% chance if you knew the place well but didn't know it perfectly. And I think there's something like a 50% chance if you'd never been to the place before. But someone could show you a picture of it on a map and you could try. This one is very up to the GM on where he lets us go.
Yeah. Did you ever listen to any of the Patreon stuff?
Not yet, no. Is it up?
It's done.
Good.
For you, yeah.
I've been busy.
Oh, yeah.
I'm letting all the episodes fucking stack up, so I've listened to 5 audiobooks on the Foundation series.
Yeah. No, I'm
Foundation. Didn't they make a show? Was that
they made one on Apple TV. It was.
Okay.
They managed to take a great story, and the story is supposed to take place over 500 years so far in the first 5 books. So you can't do it in a TV show. So they're combining tons of shit together and making every character a woman. So.
What are you talking about?
The set of books that I'm reading that Apple TV did a TV show for, and
What is it?
the Foundation series.
Oh, okay.
Isaac Asimov.
Yeah. You know I'm a librarian, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
A lot
Thank you.
of people don't know the Foundation series for whatever reason. I
But-
never heard of it until a couple years ago.
But you know I'm a librarian, right?
Very true. I should have just shut up.
I tried reading for them.
And it's Isaac Asimov. I mean, it's not like
Yeah,
he's
one of the most
obscure.
prolific sci-fi guys out there.
Fair enough, though. Point. It's a good point.
You're the first person I've mentioned it to who knows what the fuck I'm talking about. That's all.
It's fair.
Hey, at least I know you guys are talking about a book.
It's a
Fuck, I don't think I've actually opened one in years.
Well, I've been trying to
Other
read
than
them forever,
PDF.
but I've been trying to read them forever, but the audiobooks have just made it so
No,
much
it's
easier.
well, so I mean, one of the things, not to bore you guys to tears, but one of the things I've like done in my short little tenure is, I mean, it's damn near 100% of the books I've replaced them and purchased new ones, not just got rid of all the books, but it's because of their age and just a lot of them didn't need to be there, but they're old science fiction, man. And this would have been curated like through the 80s, 90s. It was like, man, maybe 8-1 Isaac Asimov, which was fine, but they were just old, you know.
Yeah. When I heard that George Lucas credited Foundation series with how he came up with the Empire and that whole Star Wars universe, I figured I
Fair
wanted
enough.
to give him a read.
Well, have you ever gotten into, you know, all of the Kurosawa films, the Jedi-Geki, like period samurai pieces that, what
No.
plot wise? Oh man, it'll blow your mind, dude. Go watch The Hidden Fortress is the one that, you know, you start with, and the plot of The Hidden Fortress is the plot of A New Hope. Like,
yeah.
1,000%. Two bumbling buffoons meet up with a young warrior and then have to go save a princess out of a dangerous, you know, castle place where she's at. Yeah, 100%, dude.
Well, you ever heard of the similarities between Harry Potter and Star Wars? It's basically the same fucking story. Magical hero's parents were killed.
Yeah.
Evil dark sorcerer.
I mean, what did Harry Potter not lift off of everything else, though, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah. All right, Niji stepping away for a moment. But yeah. No, it'll blow your mind, man. Especially the opening. The opening is really, I mean, obviously, you know, it's thematic, but it's just, man, it blows your mind, dude. Because yeah, the opening of Hidden Fortress is these two. I mean, it might as well be R2D2 and C3PO, and then they just bumble into the whole plot, you know. Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, not an original thought out there anymore.
Yeah, fair enough. Well, have you guys decided amongst yourselves what's your course of action now that things with the Citadel are set in motion, off screen, as it were?
We needed to know, do we know how long before the Hell Knights get here?
You know, I mean, that missive was, I mean, it didn't have a date or anything, you know, saying we will be there, so who knows, right? I mean, you guys are, I don't know, bring up a world map here, but you guys are quite a distance from Cheliac, so.
I do a quick society check to see if I know roughly how long it would take, like if they're going to be here in a couple of days or if this is going to be a while.
I mean, well, y'all know, like say the general, and I was going to see if I still had the world map here, but the general distance, let me figure out what it is. Golarian world map. Oh my god. Let's see, and they're here. No. So I mean, yeah. So it's gonna be it would be quite some time, right? Because they would have to cross. Why is it not taking me to the map? Here we go. I'm trying to find the map here. It's gonna, yeah. They would have to cross through not necessarily like rough terrain, but like wooded terrain. So, I mean, you have all been waiting long enough for someone to have appeared if they were in like direct. Okay. Especially considering that the like missive was already sent. You know what I mean?
Yeah, gotcha. Well, if we don't think they're coming within the next couple of days, then we were just gonna head out.
Should we have Throng as our representative and kind of tell him, kind of send a message to us if they come?
Who? The Rock?
The Rock.
Throng, sorry.
What did you call it?
Wrong.
I heard wrong.
Throng, probably.
I heard thong. That's why I was like, what? The wrong? Okay, that makes more sense.
Yeah.
That's better. Yeah. I heard thong. Okay, hold on. Let me whoop up a picture here for you. A map here to show. Man, that was funny. Oh, shit. Hey, by the way, I was going to ask you guys, is it laggier? Is it so fast? Is it laggier than normal for you?
It's been pretty smooth tonight.
Pretty smooth?
Yeah.
Okay. Because they, you know, I don't know if you saw this, any of you guys, but like, I was bitching they were working on my, like, internet the other day, I guess. It just, it was Friday, it would have been. And like, oh my god, dude, it was just so annoying because it just kept going in and out and in and out. And then when it finally came back, I was like, okay, is it good? And I tested it and it was 800 down and like 11. Yeah, 11, sucked.
Wow.
Which, I mean, up is only ever like 25. Let's not be stupid.
Right.
Like, yeah. So. Alright, so here, I was going to show you guys. Sorry, I'm doing a little graphic design work here. Now let me draw some circles here. This map. Perfect. Okay, so let me save this and show you guys this. Sorry, I'm talking in the opposite direction of the microphone. Let me save this and show you this. Man, I had this my sound system I was telling you guys all about weeks ago, months ago. It was all, you know, cranked up. I got all this bass and all these crazy speakers and all this. And I was dicking around and I did something and it made that Windows like error chime and the fucking roof shook. Because the bass was up so. Alright, so. What is this called? Screenshot. Okay, so check here in the channel, if you would, with me. I could have put this in the game, but it was easier to do that. So that yellow line, yes, the yellow line on the left side, on the west side, that is the Chilaxian capital, and then that is the most direct route to where you guys are, because Breach Hill sits right kind of at the top of that one range amongst the Five Kings Mountains here, right? In that general location, in the far eastern side of Isger, as it were. Okay, circled in yellow, Ravenel, and then down to the south in the Mwangi Expanse. This is essentially, these are like the areas, and the Mwangi Expanse circle is a little big. It should be a little shorter, but this is the general areas you guys have been to. So the first gate there teleported you to the Mwangi Expanse, the Hunter Gate to the Mwangi Expanse, and then the other gate, the next gate, transported you to Ravenel, which of course you will recall with perfect clarity is a region that was under the dominion of Cheliax, but threw off the reins. And then part of the drama that was happening in Cantargo was that the Nidalese folks were trying to, infiltrate them and bring them back into the fold of worshiping the, infernal, because Nidal stayed with Cheliax in the Cheliaxian Confederacy, if you will, right? So, if that gives you a better idea, right, of the proximity of things and where you are in the midst. So the amount of time then that you guys have been, purchasing and chilling and being here is enough time for a well-equipped Chelaxian regiment to have appeared if they so desired. Fair enough?
Yep.
With that, over the top of the hill comes a... No, I'm kidding. So, what have you decided in our respite then?
We're going to the new gate.
Fair enough. So is everyone rested? I know Vega and Drez at least did. Everyone clicked that button. I mean, you would have rested like 8 freaking times by now. And gotten drunk and everything else. Alright, so you hot-foot it back to the Citadel and into the crypt room. You see a lot of goblins hard at work, putting things back together. Let's see here. Hell Knight Hill. There it is. Alright, so wait a minute. Let me find my better maps here. There it is. Sorry. I accidentally found the Paizo map and was disgusted. Alright. You all appear back in the vault room here of the Citadel, which is of course the home to Alcetta's ring. Let me give you your orientation of the rings here once more to refresh your memory. I, of course, remember precisely and am not, in fact, stalling while I open the very first book of the adventure path to recall the orientation of the gates. No, not me. I
Oddly specific denial.
know all of the gates' locations with perfect recollection.
Thy GM would always know.
Never once doubting where in the hell are they in the book. Okay, so as you appear back here in the vault at Alcetta's ring, yes, you are well, I thought I had it here. So I remember Hunter's Gate, I believe, was over here. I do recall that one. To be serious for a moment. There it is. Yes? No? Maybe so. Is it in the second one? No, there we go. Okay, so yes, you guys have this gate over here, of course. Let's see, well, am I looking at this upside down? No. Alright. Yes, Hunter Gate is where I just indicated, so I did remember where that one was. Let me look at the maps here. There we go. Alright, so now we're kicking with gas. I'm inside though, so I'll be careful. Alright, so this one over here is the one that is, well, next to where this little passage is. It is destroyed. So when you first took control of this room, you noticed that this one over here was destroyed, right? This one over here is decorated with a whole bunch of crystals, icons that you don't necessarily recognize, but there are, or excuse me, am I jumping? Yeah, there's one right here, that one. And then this one over here is decorated with images of like sunsets and architecture. Looks like desert or savanna looking spots. And then back over here, I was on the right side, but the wrong one. This is Hunter Gate. So this is the first one that you went over or went through. Hawks and moons interspersed with jungle vegetation. All right. Symbols that you recognize now belonging to Kedifis, being sacred to Kedifis. This gate here is adorned with wasps and whips and waves of the open sea. This one way up here, last but not least, is covered with butterflies and stars and images that you don't quite recognize, but they look similar to, you know, most of the others, dedicated to some god of some sort. And this gate is the one that you just went through to get to Ravenel. So look, let me mark this so we won't have to do that again. Where can I just draw freehand? Here we go. Alright, so this one was the Dream Gate, and this one was the Hunter Gate. Oh shoot, it's gotta be one motion. Let's see. Let's see if we can do it one motion here. Should be able to, right? Yeah. Alright, so just in time for you guys not to be able to see this. Let's see. Alright, so that's the Hunter Gate, that's the D Gate, right? DH, where's the B Gate? Okay. So, the item that you lifted from the last encounter that you had, do you wish to like look at it, examine it? Does anyone even remember it?
Well, it says it belongs to the Jewel Gate, which I'm assuming is this one over here. So I'm going to go over here.
Well, that wasn't exciting at all. It just
Well, yeah, I mean, it just has it in the description. It spoiled the fun. So I'm going to take the Eye of the Wise out of my pack and hold it up to the gate.
What a fucking what? Wow. Okay. So as you do, the gate, as you have seen twice before now, hums to life, and a shimmery, apparition appears between the edges in the interior. No resistance at all. Just opened right up. What you gonna do?
Why did the entire map just go dark for me? Oh, there we go. I don't know what was going on with that. It's back
Did you
now.
blink?
It was a very long blink, if so. But no,
Are
it's
you
back
drunk?
now. I just clicked on myself again, and it opened everything back up. All
Can I
right.
do a quick
Whoa.
Arcana check to see if everything looks like it's working properly.
Don't click on yourself in front of us. What now?
Can I do a quick Arcana check to see if everything appears to be operating correctly?
Yeah, sure.
Be prepared for a fight at the way station.
Just be aware that flipping the bird does count as an action.
You seem to recognize this gate as working exactly like the other ones and have no reason to suspect anything is amiss.
Alright, all safe, guys.
All right.
That's a bold statement.
Mary, for my daily preparations, I am going to put my greater warhammer with a holy rune with my divine ally. It says it won't let me do it for permission wise.
Okay, what do you can you link me some stuff to put on there? What are you telling me?
For sure. There. I'm just adding the holy for today.
Okay.
Thank you. Other than that, I guess I'm walking in first.
I'll go right behind Logan.
I will follow, moving stealthily.
Okay, so I got Derwin, Neji, Dres, Vega. And when you walk out of the portal, how you want to walk out? Do you want to go straight out in a line, or you want to like fan out to the side so that you're just all in a line, shoulder to shoulder? How do you want to be?
2 by 2.
Say we stay single file to hide our numbers.
So the first person's going to be a 2-foot kobold. And then a dwarf.
Hey, if you didn't want to be born a 2-foot kobold, you shouldn't have chosen to be born a 2-foot kobold.
Sorry, next time I'll go as an orc.
Well, so single or fan now? What you want to do? Or just like run out like, stupid.
I'm more option 3.
All right, I'm going to flip a coin. Heads single, tails fan out. Oh, fuck you, Foundry.
This ain't Reddit. I'm gonna go find that subreddit right now. r/1d2.
I'm assuming that's heads. So single file.
Okay. And it was Derwin. And it
Yep.
was Neji. And it was Driz. And it was Vega. So when I apply this blade ally to you, it does not give you wholly as an alignment option, or as an option to choose from. What is matches your cause's alignment? What is your cause? What is your champion? Is that like a champion thing?
I think so, and it would be.
Yeah, it's definitely a champion thing. Which one did you pick?
All of them.
Let's see. Because it gives me axiomatic for you. Because that's lawful. So it's holy. So it gives you axiomatic instead of whole. Like, that's what Foundry does. So I don't know what's the proper one there.
Sure.
I think we were talking about this last time, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I forget what we settled on.
Well, with that part in particular, it's that ore that I think is doing it to you. You get one of those, but it's not necessarily all of them to choose from. And I don't know, it's letting you choose axiomatic. It's not giving me wholly as an option, but I don't know if that's a shortcoming with Foundry.
Yeah.
Which makes sense, because Paladin is lawful good.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I guess lawful is the alignment. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Yeah, I do understand that. Alright.
We could look more deeply into that one. You want me to put axiomatic on you, though? What is that?
Yes.
Complex and central. Lawful energy, 1d6 lawful damage against chaotic targets. Is what that does. So, as you walk through here, let's get you on this scene. Alright. Almost. Ah. Here you are. You all file into a loading screen. No. Well, yes, but once the loading screen dissipates, you find yourself in a room. Magnificent, colorful crystals are growing right out of one wall in a musty 15-foot-high stone chamber. You see fanning out from the archway. There's just like a kaleidoscope of light. The portal on the other side has illuminated all of these crystals, and it's just creating like a phantasmal effect. Along one wall here, you see bookcases, and there's a wooden desk with an odd-looking figure sitting at one of the tables there. Ethereal, you can see a skeleton sitting right in the chair, like almost in the same position as this ethereal body. Separate from this, you hear just muffled in the room the sounds of wailing and sobbing. The apparition at the desk does not seem to take notice of you as you all shuffle in quietly in a single file line in the middle of the room here. What will you do?
Well, I was going to say we should have the diplomatic gnome try to talk to the apparition, but it looks like he's AFK.
I could always
Wait, I'm
try.
back. I heard me talking to some ghostly apparition.
Yeah, if we want to just lead with diplomacy, you're probably the best equipped.
I say hi, friend. So I say, what are you doing here? Hi, friend. We're just travelers passing through. How's it going?
And what language are you saying this in? Just common? Your words echo in this chamber, but they seem to go unnoticed.
Well, that's that. Someone want to go up to it?
I mean, we could just walk through the portal at the other end and leave it alone.
I will go 50-50 with both votes. I will step diagonally across and see what she does.
Well, your shuffling feet in the room catch her attention, and she is startled, seemingly. But when she notices you all, she turns and gets up from the chair, the skeleton remaining, and she approaches you with open arms, welcoming you to the way station here. And she seems to be giving you some kind of serious information. But let's see here. Only, I think one of you understands it. Let's see. Yes, so only one of you understands it. So let me get in my DMs here, and I will DM that person. All right, so that person has understood what she said. The rest of you do not understand what she's saying, but she is not being aggressive. She's gesturing friendly and warmly to you. You are not alarmed at the moment.
Which one of us understands? I say to the other guys, anyone understand that?
I nod and say something to her in Elven.
Oh yeah, those ears kind of point that away.
That's so racist, bro.
Oh yeah. I say it out loud. I see how it is. We're having a private conversation here.
Am I supposed to be seeing a conversation
supposed
happen?
to say there are. Well, I haven't turned. I had that mod on for a minute that let me do that. That let me like let us type in different language. I haven't tried to see if it works in version 11. It's called Babel, but it's where you could type in other languages, and if you understood it, it would just show up. But if you didn't, it would just make it look like like old school MMOs when you didn't understand somebody's language, you know? Or
I tell the others that she says there are serpent folk in the cavern beyond. And then I turn to her and speak in Elvish again.
When he says serpent people, can I do a society check on that? On like what are serpent people? Serpent people? All I can think of is Medusa.
I mean, you're wanting to do a society check on Dress saying serpent folk? You want to see if you know any serpent folk like that exist, like in the world? Is it?
That's too big.
Are you just wanting to recall knowledge?
Yeah, more or less recall knowledge. See what
About
I would
serpent
know.
folk?
Yes.
Okay.
I should do the check.
So you think you know something about serpent folk, because you are in fact a slimy little serpent folk person, serpent folk adjacent. However, it's almost impossible to know exactly what she means without, further description.
I keep my scales nice and clean. Thank you very much.
That's gross. All right. After some amount of time, she responds back to you slowly in Elven. Grizz.
All right, I pass on to the rest of the party that the way station was accidentally built close to a serpent folk settlement, and that she has stayed behind to guard the way station.
Is that what you said?
That's Elvish, right? No, I haven't said anything back to her yet. I've just relayed this information to the party.
Tell her that we will defeat these serpent folk for you so you can not have to be here.
Or ask her if there's a reward?
Take your top off. Oh, wait. Wrong game. I think that might be why that chick never hit me up to play. It's because of shit like that.
All right, I respond back to her in Elvish.
Okay. She nods.
Okay. I'll let her know that we're going to pass on through the portal, but that we will deal with any serpent folk we come across.
Did you see my edit there for emphasis?
Yeah, I don't know what that means.
Yeah, that's what I'm pointing out.
Okay. Okay. All right, hang on.
Are you curious?
Well, now I am.
Oh. So she responds to you.
Okay. So she's been here for a long time. But, I mean, I still don't see anything for us to do but to move forward.
Fair enough. Derwin, as you step closer, these crystals wail loudly in your ears. And something happens. Let's see here. There we go. So, as you step towards these crystals and you hear this wailing increase in volume in your ears, this thing jumps straight at you from behind, and without any warning, because it's of course just been very friendly with you, swipes you down with a ghostly strike, and you wail out in your own kind. And yes, you guys seem to be in an encounter. Roll for combat.
Oh shit! Sorry, guys.
What's this sound like? Oh, that's not it. Let's see.
Oh, fuck. Yeah.
So let me see what this looks like for you. Nice. All right, so everybody rolled initiative there.
I'm gonna demoralize Mary. No, actually, no, I'm not. I'm gonna save that because I'm in front of her. Yeah, number 1. I won't do it.
Okay, so you're good then.
I will do my demoralize. But a targeter just give me 1 second. Critical failure, fuck me.
All right, so all good then.
Yeah, I think we're good to go.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So as this combat begins, you all notice that the wailing of these crystals increases to a volume that is just almost breaking your mind here. Let's see.
What if I put a silence on you, Logan?
So let's see.
I'm okay with that.
I think this is only going to get you, buddy. Logan, that is. Let me draw this from this one. That one is 20 feet. Yeah, I think it's just getting Logan. Yes, nobody's standing on the square. Yeah. Okay, so it's just getting you, my friend. Unfortunately, you got to click this for me 3 times.
I guess kite her to our area here, away from the crystals.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, buddy. Are you ready?
Oh yeah.
Let's see. That was a will save, right?
Yep.
Okay. So I don't think it doesn't double when you fail, then, right?
I think maybe for that critical.
But does it work like that with a critical will save? Let's see.
I think for will save it'll specifically say in the spell, I thought.
Yeah, because this one doesn't, so I don't think it does.
Okay.
I think a failure is the same as a critical failure.
Okay.
I mean, that is the basic rule, though.
Yeah.
I was trying to save you, but sorry. Yeah, that is the rule. All right, but you do save yourself completely from the last, and you scream out to everyone that they should beware these things, and they're screeching. Go ahead and put one of those down for you as well. These are the closest ones, so. All right, so you see that?
Oof.
No, you don't. All right, so the screaming subsides, and you all go back to normal kind of control of your minds. Neji, what will you do here?
I'm gonna do a lingering composition, inspire courage for my first turn, for my first action. So I'm gonna
Are we
roll.
just not considering there's any way other than fighting this chick? Just because say it.
I mean, Chesty, is there any indication of
I
anything? Or
mean, I see no reason why she did that. The first thing I was going to do on my turn is try to ask her why she's attacking us.
okay,
I'm going to be stepping away.
let's see. You guys are level 12 now. Ooh, that just is a crit.
Okay. Logan needs a big healer right now. I'll use a level 6 soothe on Logan. Wow. And that's it.
All right. So you soothe your friend in battle. However, he is not safe. He seems to be the target of this spectral guardian, as she is now just focused seemingly on Derwin. Even though you've healed him, she doesn't react to that at all. She just wants to come straight at him. So she swings down on him with a ghostly hand. And, oh. Does that hit you? Yes, it does. Ooh. That's dinner. So she swings down on you with a ghostly hand, and you all are relieved that you seem to be safe. However, she starts to fill the air with a swirling, and as it begins to move and you feel the air in this room coming alive, the musty smell swirling into a eerie freshness. You notice that it has crystals all throughout it. And let's see. Let's drop that for her. And I think this is hitting everyone. Yes, the whole chamber is filled with this swirl, so a reflex save is necessary.
You know what? I want to hero point that.
Me too.
Me too. Might as well. There we go.
Alrighty.
Bring it on.
So, as we see these crystals swirling through the air, some of you are able to dodge out of the way a little bit, some a lot a bit, some not a bit at all. And Sir Derwin goes down to the mat. No, not yet. He has 25 HP. Look at you, big boy.
Let's do this.
All right, and it's my turn. I'm going to ask her why she's doing this, but if she doesn't stop, I think we probably just need to retreat.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little torn right now because that's 2 attacks right at me, and I haven't done anything except for move, so I may attack at her. I still have to think.
It's entirely possible she just considers you one of the lizard folk.
Yeah, that is very true.
You approach the penis crystal. Look at this penis crystal.
I'd like to
Oh, that
delay
sounds
until
like
after
a penis.
dress.
You did what? Who?
I'll delay until after dress.
Okay. This is Sir Derwin.
Because also, I just want to say, only 3 steps to the other end of the gate. Leroy Jenkins.
Give me 3 steps. Give me 3 steps, mister.
We could just dive through, you're right, but
Just want to remind you that there are what are probably hostiles on the other side, and Derwin is almost dead.
And that's why I am running and casting Lay on Hands on myself.
Okay. Laid up your hands.
Oh, and I still have one more action. I'm going to raise my shield and cry like a little girl.
All right. As you step away from the crystals, she moves over to this one, and you see her moving her hands like she's harvesting a sample, taking it from there. And then she moves over to this shelf, and it's almost like she's pantomiming like the actions of her putting it back. And then she turns to you all, and with arms open, she begins speaking to you in Elven. And Dres understands what she's saying, but she is doing pretty much the same motions as before, almost like a, what would you call those? Animatronic. She's welcoming you, and she's warning you, seemingly hand motions.
I respond to her in Elvish.
That would necessitate a diplomacy check, which you can go ahead and do since combat has calmed for the moment. She speaks to you in a confusing way, and let me see here. She does not seem to know what Drez is like asking her about. She seems confused. You all can visibly tell that from her countenance.
She says that she doesn't know what we're talking about. She's acting like she just now saw us for the first time. I respond back in Elvish again, pointing at Sir Durin this time.
Noticing that, can I do an Arcana check on her to see if she's like under a spell or something?
Yep.
Okay.
You are too untrained in the arcane arts to discern anything of what might be happening here.
Okay, so I continue crying like a little girl.
I'm asking her now if we can safely pass through the way station.
Oh, let's see, let me calm down a bit. Derwin, was that check 3 for you? Or did you have something else you were doing? Kind of calmed down and Drez started speaking with her, but you there? You muted?
Yes, I was, and yes, I was done my turn. Sorry.
Okay. I mean, I just to be proper here, we'll go in here.
Yep.
All right. So Drez is currently speaking with this entity, as it were. So give me a moment as we're keeping that in Elven at the moment. So let's see. Let's see. You guys all notice as you're standing here listening to Drez converse with this entity that the wailing in this chamber is just incessant and continuing at a low kind of a hum in your mind.
All right. So at this point, I address the rest of the party and I tell them, look, I can't get a bit of usable shit out of her. She's incoherent and keeps insisting that this is the first time she's ever seen us and that she's here to guard this place after Canlauren left. That Canlauren wanted to abandon the way station and she stayed behind to guard it. She tells me that the crystals aren't from here, they're from the cavern beyond, but she won't tell me exactly what they're for or why they chimed when we tried to pass through them. And I can find absolutely no way to get her to guarantee us some safe passage.
Okay.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, but you actually made a good idea. Why don't you cast silence on me? 4th level, that gives it 10-foot radius, and that should stop the sonic sounds.
I don't think it's gonna cover the whole that whole side though.
No, but it's a
Well,
10-foot
10 feet.
emanation from me. So if I stand close to one of the penis crystals, that's a 10-foot emanation right to the door, and everyone can run out, and then I can be right behind you guys.
Well, what I'm going to recommend we do is actually go back the way we came, go and rest up and get fully healed. And when we get ready to come back here, don't even engage with her at all. Just run straight through to the other side.
Yeah. Well,
And
if,
we can do the silence cast then too, but let's see if we can do that when we're at full health.
Yeah. Let's heal up first.
well, at that point, if it's just healing up, we can just stay here for like 30 minutes and.
Well, no, I'm saying let's not stay here in the room with the crazy bitch that keeps trying to kill us. Let's get out of here, heal up in safety where we're not wasting spell slots, rest
Okay.
to recover those spell slots, come in fresh, and just cross the room as quickly as we can.
Yeah, sure.
Sure.
So what are you doing? You leaving?
Yeah, I
Go
think
back
we're
to the
going to
portal
retreat.
area. Back to that. What's that called? The gate area where all the gates.
The vault? Yeah. All right, you all pass back through the portal unharmed.
So we're resting here.
I mean, we could just go back to our rooms upstairs, but
Yeah.
it's fast.
Yeah.
All right, so to bring you your recollections as you pass through the gate became more apparent to you, and you recalled your early knowledge of first discovering this Ayudara, this elf gate complex. This complex is not a recent invention. In fact, it is well over 10,000 years old. So, anyone involved in its construction, placement, creation, design is definitely long gone and dead by now. If that helps give you some needed context for what she was telling you.
Why don't you pretend to be that elf guy, Chesty? Like,
I mean, she knows for sure that I'm not him.
Okay. But anyways, yeah, let's go rest up first.
I mean, are y'all gonna sleep, or you just gonna battle medicine, treat wounds? I mean,
you can't really cast any spells, right?
No, just the 1-level soothe. I mean, the 4th level soothe.
Oh yeah. Well, I want to get that back.
Okay.
Or not, it doesn't matter.
No, let's just rest.
Okay.
Start
I
fresh.
mean, you could just sit here for 8 hours, right? So,
Sure.
Yeah.
but that still lets you click the button.
I want to do some battle medicines though before you rest, because I think you're really low, right?
Yeah, but I feel like we're hand waving that and just say 8 hours.
I mean, yeah,
Sure.
if it's been
Yeah.
8 hours, yeah. So, what's your plan here? To go back through?
Yes. We're going to still stay in the same formation and just run right through.
Yeah, I mean, I'd say just go straight on through. Don't stop if those things start chiming. Run right through the portal.
Okay.
So, as soon as we go in, Mary, I'm gonna use a silence on Logan with a 10-foot animation.
Yeah. Okay, then I will stand in the one spot and wait for you guys to all run
Well,
through.
no, you
then.
don't. You don't stand in the one spot. We all move through in a close group, and we don't stop until we are through the next portal.
Well, okay, then I'll stand right behind you guys because it's a 1 foot. It's a 5 foot square, so.
Right,
Can't
but
push up.
it's emanating off of you while you're beside the crystals. It's theoretically going to silence them as well. You're not trying to silence us.
I know, that's why I was going to stand in the corner where it does the
No,
10 foot in.
No, so,
Okay.
all
Sorry,
right. So
I'm
Logan,
not.
like, someone will go ahead of Logan, right? And then Logan can be behind that person, and then 2 more behind him. That's 10 feet. That should cover 10 feet, and then we should be good. Is that correct, Chesty?
that should work. And like I said, we don't stop for anything. We just
Right.
go straight through.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, what is your formation coming through the portal again?
I
Straight.
guess I guess I'll go first since I'm the next tankiest after Logan, and then Logan can be behind me, and then the other 2 guys.
Okay. Are you casting silence on him now, or
When we enter the
when you get
portal.
through the portal? Okay.
Yeah.
So basically the same as before, same line as before. Yeah.
Oh, I mean Logan swapped, right? But because Logan's usually first. But I'm first this time. Logan's
Oh,
second.
you first.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Here you go. So you guys come through the portal, and as you come through, you notice that she's turned with her back facing you, like tending the crystals once more. Seems to be doing the same kind of pantomime motion that she was doing when you observed this previously. Does not take notice of you all.
Wait a moment and see if she does as she did before when she finishes with
And
the
goes back.
crystals and goes back to the desk.
Yeah.
She does indeed walk right over to this shelf and begin pantomiming, like putting a sample away.
Okay. So the plan is we're all gonna walk. So once silence is on Logan, we're all gonna walk forward in unison, just so the silence can cover all of us, Mary.
Okay.
And then yeah, then we'll go head through the portal. Assuming this plan works.
She turns from the shelf and sees you all and starts to speak in Elven. Open arms, gesturing you, pointing at the portal with a warning motion. She's giving you the same message she was giving you previously.
I make no response.
All right. So are you casted now?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see it.
I mean, there's no rolls or anything, but let me see.
When you click the
holy crap.
button, won't it put the explanation in the chat for me? Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I can put that on him. Boom. All right. So Let's see. You want me to draw a 10-footer? That's your silent radius on him.
And then just drag us forward, I guess. The whole party. Until
Okay.
something happens.
Okay. So you just all step together?
Yeah.
Okay. As you, let's see. As you get right here, you don't hear anything, but this ghost lady turns and charges directly at you and swipes at you with her ghost hand. So you are all in an encounter once more.
Alright, so if I just fight her in the silence AoE or what?
I mean, we can go right on through, or we can try to take her out.
Had too many people in there.
Oh god.
She got targeted.
Jesus. Because we'll have to deal with her when you get back anyways, so we might as well do it now, right?
Yeah, let's see what we can do.
So we're gonna kill her?
We're gonna try.
Well, so you don't hear anything, obviously, because you're in your bubble here, but you can tell that these things are, glowing more effusively, a little bit brighter. You can assume that they are making their wailing sound.
Oh yes, I'm gonna demoralize. Oh wait, no, I can't because there's no audio. Can't hear shit.
I'll use my intimidating glare. God damn it, I can't roll fuck all anywhere.
That is a fail. All right, we waiting for him or for Derwin or
Turn is a Vega.
Darwin hasn't rolled initiative yet.
Oh.
Where the hell did he go?
I don't know. He just
You
said
get it, Logan?
He just said BRB 4 minutes ago.
Yeah, well, right off the bat, because I doubt he's gonna beat me if you beat my initiative. Can I do an Arcana check on the crystals? See if I,
Yes,
if I might recall knowledge, if I know how to,
please.
like, what they
Jeez.
are and how to turn them off.
Got that.
Well, so you what are you rolling perception for there? Or is that your initiative and it's just
Yeah.
secret because you had it secret earlier? Okay,
Yeah.
perfect. So your arcane knowledge doesn't allow you or doesn't give you any insights on how you might necessarily abate all of this. However, you are aware of, shall we say, crystalline magic, and you have a transient knowledge of it being employed by serpent folk, especially in the Darklands. You again, you don't find any way. There's not like some spell you remember. Oh yeah, if I cast this. However, you are without a doubt sure that these crystals are somehow magically charged beyond their organic capabilities.
Okay. So, yeah, shit.
Is he back? Oh yeah, you back? Okay. So, well, as this encounter begins, you guys are unaffected. However, you feel the reverberations of the shrieks in this room, and they're, again, even though you know you're in this bubble of silence, you can kind of feel that the air ripples around you quite a bit. Vega, your turn. We'll say
Alright.
begins now.
Well, we're fighting this thing. I guess we better fight this thing, but most of my shit is going to destroy the entire room, so I'm not really too keen on that. Foot burst, 20-foot burst. Alright, well, I will cast True Strike and then Acid Arrow.
All right, you got both of those? Yes. All right. An acid arrow flies and finds its mark, passes right through this creature, lands on the other side of the room.
I'd say, well, that was fucking worthless.
Driz.
All right, I'm going to step right to here. If you will make it off guard for me.
Let's see. Yes. Boop. Okay. Hold on. Not letting me. That's some reason this thing can't be. Let's see. Might not be able to be off guard if that's the case. Hold on one second. Let me check something. Let's see. Let me put this other stuff on. No. I think it might be something with where she's standing. Hold on. She just, let's see. Hold on, let me reload. It's not letting me like put anything on anybody. Okay. What the heck? Yeah, it's not letting me put anything on anybody. This is weird. Well, let me drag it and drop it. I can do this. Yeah, it's just the buttons aren't working like from the little menu. It's weird. All right, go ahead.
Okay. Imagine this is going to have every bit as much of an effect as that arrow, but and for the debilitation, let's go with enfeebling this time.
Let's see.
And we might want to think about just going ahead and running through the other end, since she's taking almost no damage here.
Alrighty, Sir Derwin, you have heard the recommendation of the resident rogue. What will you do, sir?
Well, if we're all going to do that, I'll start running it out.
Just be wary of your positioning. So you have the aura on you.
Hmm. Alright, so then anything if I move right here, that should give the aura to go into it and everyone can run through.
You should just wait until the end of next turn.
Okay, then I will delay until next turn. Hit.
Or you
gonna
can try to recall knowledge on this thing or something, or the
you're
crystals
gonna
even.
delay till after Neji or the
This
monster.
is Neji.
It would make more sense if you just kind of missed your turn, because then you'd be the last one to go through after the monster wouldn't have a shot at any of us alone, you know?
Yeah. That is true.
So you could just use your turn to do the knowledge checks and shit if you want.
Uh,
Or you can even just attack it outright.
I'm going to do a knowledge check. Arcana.
All right. You try your hardest to discern what this, creature could possibly be, and though you are unable to discern any specifics, you are quite confident that this is a ghost.
Well, I thought it was on the crystals again to see what he knew about them.
Oh,
I
no,
thought
I already.
Oh, were you on the dude? Whatever you like.
He said on the check.
I'm going to strike at her and then raise my shield. Oh, fuck off.
All right.
That's the end of my turn.
Fair enough. She does not seem concerned with your strike and is focused dead on Neji.
My God.
Oh, the full spectrum comes your way.
Jesus Christ.
And by exerting itself so much, you all become concealed to it through the next round. Got sleepy-eyed. However, it did wail on you for quite some damage.
Okay.
Did you want to
So-
respond to any of those with your puppy dog eyes or anything?
Oh, well, have I attacked her yet? No. Yeah, I'll do the puppy dog eyes one, but you might have to. Some of that, if it does succeed, let me link it. Give me a sec.
Yeah, he gives you some health back. Ooh, succeeds by 1. What's your diplomacy? Your master?
Master, yeah.
All right. So you dissuaded of some damage. All right. Well, now it's your full turn. So, what will you do?
Get the fuck out of here.
I'm gonna try and walk through it, right?
Yeah.
Shit. Because if I walk out of the aura, I'm gonna get damaged by the
If you sprint through, is it an A? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe you should have moved up a couple steps.
Well, first thing I'm gonna do though is heal myself. I'm gonna do a level 6 soothe. I don't know why that rolled, but
Because you're concealed, but not to yourself.
That was one hell of a heal.
yeah.
It's the biggest heal I've ever seen it do.
What do you think, guys? Should I make a run for it or?
I would say so, because
Yeah.
if she's focusing on you, she's going to come back around and
Right.
might fuck you
Okay.
up again.
Okay, I'm gonna go for it, Mary. I'm gonna run through the portal.
Okay.
Let me know if I need to roll anything for audio damage, sonic damage, or whatever.
With any luck, it's only if you end your turn in it.
Well, as you run towards the portal, you realize it is not open,
Oh God!
and you need the key to activate it.
All right, I'm coming.
So yeah, but or you have anything else you're doing, or you running right there?
That's it. That's all my actions.
Okay, so as you emerge from the bubble of silence, you do indeed begin to hear the wails again, the cries, the shrieks, and you will need to save that 3 times. Nice. All right. Are you leaving the middle one? Or are you using your? Have you used your other 2 hero points, or you still have some?
I've used 2 so far tonight, including
So
that one.
You gonna use your final one? Or wait, are you saying
no.
you scrubbed that one already, or what?
I scrubbed the second roll and got the crit
Okay.
success, right? So I'm gonna do my
Okay.
third one now.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought those were your 3. I got you.
Okay, perfect. All right.
All right. So these screams echo through your mind, and you kind of you squint your eyes real hard, and you don't take any damage, but your ears begin to bleed just a little bit. Vague. You notice that the crystals are all just resonating and humming and glowing frantically all around you. This is the source of the shrieking. Vega.
And are they casting a spell? I only ask because I have recognized spell.
Are the inanimate objects casting a spell? No. I mean, it says a creature, right? A creature within line of sight. Yes?
Yeah. I just wasn't sure if they were, they're clearly all acting on their own is what I'm getting out of this now. All right. Well, does Drez have the key out on him?
I do.
Can I move once up to here, and then I'll grab it from you? Run up to the gate? Is that going to help at all? Probably not. You still have to activate the fucking thing. Would I be able to target the crystals with chain lightning?
Well, yeah, of course.
Then I'll target the crystals with chain lightning.
What's your target maximum? Because there's
Any
1, 2,
number
3,
of
4,
additional
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Yeah, all of them would be hit.
So just the crystals?
I would target the creature and then all of the other crystals.
Okay.
Damage now.
All right. So the electricity flies through this entity and it zaps around to all the crystals as well. They crackle and pop, but they're all still there. They definitely took damage from this electricity, but they're all still intact.
Okay. For my final move, I will move to here, still inside the silence.
All right. Let's see. Well, that little corner is not in the silence. Do you want to step up?
I'll step up to there, then hopefully don't die from this fucking thing.
Oh, no, yeah, it is. I thought it was you were this one. Yeah, it is.
Okay.
If it's blue. Unless he moves on you. All right, Drez.
All right, I am going to move to right here. And since I've got a free hand and the key is on me, can I take it out and toss it to Neji?
You can even give it to Sir Derwin before you move, because he's going to move with the silence, right?
That's why I'm not going further than here, but I can toss the key to Neji so that he can open the door and get the fuck out.
Yeah, I mean, it would be his,
You could just delay and let me move.
would be on his dexterity to catch it, like a sleight of hand check.
Now, if I delay though, then I'm still standing back here with the key.
No, if you just delay till after Sir Derwin moves.
Right. But you guys are still approaching the door, with me standing here with my dick in my hand along with the key, and you guys can't get through the door. What I'm saying is I can throw the key to Neji. In my turn, Derwin can move. You and I will still be in the silence if he goes to like right here.
Yeah.
Neji, who is in the most danger, can get out.
Fair enough. Don't drop the fucking thing, Neji.
Do I need to roll athletics to throw it to him?
No, he would need to roll dexterity to catch it. So.
Okay. Well, let's say we're doing that then.
Roll dexterity.
Yeah, be on your level, DC 30 to catch it.
Acrobatics.
How do I roll dexterity?
Oh yeah, you could just click thievery.
Oh, thievery.
Well, why wouldn't it be acrobatics? Because that's more based on dexterity modifier.
Well, it's like sleight of hand, grabbing it.
They're both bad, so just FYI, I'm untrained for both, and both are +3. So.
Is there anything I can do to aid him by throwing it exceptionally well?
You could just slide it across the floor, but then he would have to like take an action on his turn to pick it up.
I mean that would work. Yeah,
it's not a problem.
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay, so I mean, then you would roll a strength check to see how far you slide it, because you're trying to slide it 10 feet, right?
Okay.
Oof. So you slide it, and it ends up almost to him. It is like right here in the middle of this tile. Went about 8 feet. So not in the middle. It's about 2/3. Let's see. It's like right there. Still within reach, but not, like under your feet or anything.
All right. I'm going to use my last action just to take a swipe at this thing.
And I mean, I was going to tell you that was a DC 28, and you did 25. Say what now? You're going to do who?
I'm just going to take a swipe at this thing for my last action.
You do indeed swipe at it and whiff right through it, its body incorporeally disintegrating. Sir Derwin.
I will swipe. I will try and hit the ghost for my first action.
Jesus.
I'm going to move right here, and the aura should move, cover the door. Right, and cover all of us. And I will raise my shield for my last action.
Okay. She seems none too pleased that you are pressing towards this door here. And she turns and let's see. Let me get my draw here. Let's see. It did not let me. Oh, Lord. Okay, so she turns to all of you. And begins to do something that is familiar to the magically inclined amongst you all. So, well, do you see it? Do you need me to color the cone here? So if you are standing on a red tile, click that reflex save.
Does she have well, it would be verbal probably, right? Isn't she in silence?
Chronocold wouldn't require. Let me see. No, I think she's able to use it. Did I fail? Oh, okay. I'm gonna use my last hero point.
And I'll use mine as well.
Yeah, we're might as well use it.
I've got 2 left, so if I fail, I'm trying again. Ooh, there we go.
Okay, so what is your highest one? Because that was fucking nuts right there. You just rolled like 2 or 3 times.
I rolled twice, right?
Yeah, you both rolled multiple times. So you're taking just this one. And you're taking what, success?
I'm
Neji?
taking my... Oh, sorry. Yeah,
I'm taking the success, yeah.
Okay. So, the area is filled with ice and frost, and you do your best to dodge out of most of it, but you take half of it. You two dodge underneath all of these icicles flying out of hands in front of you, and this thing becomes further enraged as you press towards the gate. With its last momentum, it is going to fly straight over and on top of the key. So. Last turn of the evening, perhaps? Or do you guys want to pause there and think about how you're going to get this key out from under this ghost?
Good for either one.
I'm good for a round.
Well, proceed then. How will you get this key from under the skin?
Well, it's incorporeal, so we can go right through this thing.
I just linked how. It's in the chat.
Let's see. I can't use it. Expert in acrobatics and thievery.
Oh, no, I'm not saying you should do it. I'm going to have to do it.
Okay.
I mean, unless you can just reach down and, manage to pick it up right now. But if it comes to it, then that's what I'm going to do.
Okay, I'll attempt to do that, to reach out and grab the key. Mary. Let me know what needs to happen there.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's going to be acrobatics to see if you reach it without her attacking you, because you're reaching right up underneath her skirt.
Okay.
If you want to do it.
I don't. My acrobatics is solo. It's not even worth it. Yeah. Should I just let you do it, Chesty?
I mean, I certainly will if it gets to my turn and nobody's gotten it yet. It's up to you. I mean, if you want to risk it, it might work. You never know.
We could do a
I
series
could
of
use
delays.
invisibility and then grab it.
You could also
Um,
delay until after like Sir Derwin or Drez, right? And let him open the door and then use your turn to run the fuck out.
I can't delay anymore because I'm last on the turn order already.
You could still delay.
Can I?
Yeah.
So
You
I'm
would just-
basically sacrificing my turn.
yeah.
Okay. So
But you would get to
I
go
will.
again before the monster does.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay, I'll do that then.
You delay until after who?
After who?
Drez probably.
After Drez? Yeah, I'll go after Drez.
Okay. So as this round turns to the top,
I will delay until after Drez as well and see if he can pick this thing
the
up.
aura of silence drops off of Sir Derwin, and you all suddenly hear shrieking, 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 and you all roll this 3 times.
That might have been a good idea if we rolled that in turn order, because you're going to have a lot to sort through.
I
Keep-
thought
I'm
about that.
keeping
That's why I
track.
was waiting.
I'm keeping track. I was ready.
I have 2 crits and 1 fail, Mary.
And my one failure, I'm going to use my hero point.
Just tell me the end result.
Oh,
I'll use my last hero point as well. Son of a
Your
bitch.
last one, your 4th one.
Third one.
3 critical successes then.
You guys,
I've
2 of
only
them
used
hit, 1 of
2.
them missed.
I don't know what that means. 2 successes and 1
2
failure.
failures, 1 success.
That's what, yeah. Drez, I see crit and 2 successes. Is that right?
Yep.
All right. What did you end up with, Derwin?
3 critical successes.
Okay. And how many hero points did you use? 7?
1. Master and will saves gives me success goes to critical with divine will.
All right. So as your ears all begin to bleed from the shrieking in the air, all that hero pointing for 20 little damage. You see some of your companions succumbing to the worst effects of it. And we pause there. He undergoes silence aura broken, shrieking continuing. Yes.
Yeah, sounds good to
Yep.
me.
Yeah.
The game.
GG, shopping trip. It's always a chore.
Alright. Later.
Yeah,
See you.
later.
Are we on Wednesday?
Yeah.